Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You join us from Uxbridge as we have a clash in the Southern One between two of the Titanous trio that inhabit that division. Last week, the Brunel Burners took down the Hertfordshire Hurricanes. This week, it's the Oxford Lancers. The Lancers playing only one game, beating the Reading Knights 47-2, whilst the Burners put 54 on the Knights in week 3. I don't think there is a harder two teams to play back to back, but the Brunel Burners have the unenviable task of taking on the Hurricanes and now the Lancers. These two teams have a storied history. They've only been in the same division 1 year. Last year anyway, these two teams split the regular season. Brunel winning the first one, Oxford winning the second. 17-13 the second time, 12-8 for the Burners the first time. But heartbreak for the Burners. They met Oxford in the postseason and the Lancers took them down 21-16. This is one of those games that you live for, ladies and gentlemen. So the Burners are kicking off. Number 9 and number 17 to return for the Lancers. It might be frightfully cold, but it's a nice day here in Uxbridge. Rettenham, normally the wide receiver, will be kicking it off for the Burners. So this game is going to be a big one. Good ball down the middle, flies over the head, and that is going out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lancers are going to be taken over. And I will say, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologise that unfortunately Steve has come down with something. So this will be the only game live stream today. Portsmouth versus Cardiff will not be streamed today, but we will sort something out for any Destroyers fans who may be watching. There's going to be a lot of, I tell you what, this is one of the key games. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this game goes. You know, I personally have got Brunel as of this week the number 1 ranked team in Division 1 in the country. Whilst I've got Oxford at number 5, but Oxford can always shoot up that list. So a bad snap, the QB has recovered it and tries to dive through. You know, this pitch isn't too bad. It's certainly got a film of liquid over it, but it's not as bad as, say, Reading's was. Micah Bell in at QB. Some heavy defence there coming from Brunel. It's a handoff up the middle. 17 is fast, getting around some Burners, and he keeps on going, and he may just take this to the house. That may be quick. Oh my Lord, and what a play there by the Lancers. That was quick, and I'm sure that is going to stun the Lancers. Ajay there with a huge run. Oh, I did replay it. Good on me. Just look at the speed. Managing to curve around the Burners, not a single flag, and that's pretty quick. And the Lancers take the lead. Seems to be a little bit of miscommunication on the kick for the Lancers though. Fumbled snap, and it is blocked. Ball is out. So there was a lot of miscommunication there for that try. The score is going to stand 6-0 here, But what an opening salvo from the Lancers.
Down this way.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stern talk to you. As you can see, we are just hovering above the Brunel sideline. So remember, if you do hear any swears or anything of that nature, it's just part of the game, but it's not going to be coming from me. But Ajay there, just turn of speed there, found the lane, going through the middle, but bouncing out to the right-hand side and just having that quickness. So number one, it looks like, for the runners-up to the D1 South. And I don't mean the Southern, I mean the entire South last year. Have taken a big lead. Quintero Cruz, number one, looks to kick it away for the Lancers. And I do have the pleasure of going to Oxford next week as they take on the Brighton Panthers. But hey, that's next week. Let's focus in right now. 6-0 the score. So Quintero Cruz with a small jog up. AB, number 9 for Brunel, has got it. He's running right. Just stiff arms number 19, but 21 of the Lancers brings him down as we get to have the first look. Actually, the first look ever. This is the first time the Burners have ever been streamed. So you're here making history. But
Defense over here.
so Christian Jelinski, the QB from California here for Brunel, number 3. Let's see what he can do. So a trips towards us. So a bit of a lofty snap, handoff to number 8. Good turn of speed, trying to push him. But 55 of the Lancers is able to bring him down. Bolts 55. Bringing down the back of Brunel. Turin. So Jelinski's got it. Bit of a low snap there, but fires it just ahead of number 10. We saw it on the field goal try. These snaps from both teams looking a little, got something to be desired here. As you can see, SJ, one of the hosts on the run, me is there. He's making sure not to look at me. 3rd and 5 for the Brunel Burners. Turin in the backfield. Got some press going on. So Jelinski's got it. Jelinski's looking to fire under pressure. Oh! And that seemed to be on the money. There was definitely something there. But Stuart Sinclair just unable to bring that in. And the punting unit will come on for Brunel. Retnam's got it, good long snap. Ball is away, but it's high and not long. And that has taken a good Brunel bounce down to what looks like the 16-yard line. And the Lancers offense is going to retake the field. Shock and awe was the only way to describe that first well, the second play of the offence for the Lancers. Oh, sorry, I've done the scores the wrong way around. I'm sure that's in the comments. There we go. So Bellston at QB, 17 on the move, and flags flying. So got a good ref and crew out here. So full start on the Lancers. Now I will say last year, when everyone asks me what's my favourite game I've ever commentated, I do say it was the Lancers and the Exeter Demons. And one thing that was very evident about that game is the Lancers can play from behind the sticks. And they're behind the sticks now. So again, sending it in motion. Michael Bell has still got it, number 3, but he is swarmed by the Burners. I guarantee I'm going to look at the comments now and someone's going to say the score was wrong. And it was, my mistake. I do apologise. It does happen when I am a commentary cameraman. And thanks, Russ. Score's going to get fixed. Yes. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Coach Russ. Always good Coach Russ is here. I love seeing Coach Russ. So sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to say maybe a loss of 1 on that play. 17 in motion again. Once again, Bell has kept it, but he goes nowhere. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more of what the defence of the Burners wanted to accomplish here, because the Burners are going backwards. I'm going to say that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, on that option play by the Lancers. I'm sure that the Burners are going to be very, very careful of wherever 17 goes. But it's looking like a 3rd and 17. In motion again, and Bell has got it again. This time he's running down our sideline, but he is taken out and the ball flies out of bounds. And you can hear that the Burners are happy with that stop, especially considering what the first drive held for them. Just seems like the Lancers could not get anything going on that drive. We're going to widen it out for the punt. I will say, ladies and gentlemen, if you know any of the scores from around the league, please do post them. I know that Coventry versus Hull kicked off as well, and I need to know the score from that one. I'm buzzing. So it seems like Ajay, the man who scored that huge touchdown for the Burners, is going to be the man in charge of kicking. That long snap goes to him perfectly. The ball is out, it's heading right. AB has fielded it very, very well, and he's taken it up the sideline, and he's taken it. He is taking it, and he is brought down inside a Lancers territory. Absolutely sensational run back there from number 9 of Brunel.
A lot of people from that 2016 team.
So the Lancers are going to be taking over in great field position here on the Lancers' own 19-yard line. So trips wide for the Burners. Jelinski hands it off to Turin, and he's got the outside. He has got the outside, but 38 of the Lancers is just able to bring him down there. Sorry if you got a shot of my lovely scaffolding. But that is, let's have a look. So that is going to be a 1st and goal. What a run by the Burners. Turin. I knew you'd be here, Seb. Seb, why aren't you at the game, you coward? I knew your name would pop up in this chat. I'm a little bit disappointed you're not here. I'd have strapped the mic to you and we could have got ourselves cancelled. Anyway, so first and goal here for the Burners. Lancers are creeping forward. Jelinski's got a handoff to Turin. And he waltzes into the end zone. Nice and simple. Touchdown for the Burners. It is 6-6. I will say number 44 there was all over Jelinski after he handed that ball off. Now 6-6. Field goal away from taking the lead. Oh no, the field goal unit not coming on. And they are taking it, just runs right through him. And let's have a look. And the 2 points is good. And the Burners now lead 8-6. And I mean, that was all set up by number 9, AB, with that terrific run back. Retnam runs it in for the 2 points. I know it's a bit stereotypical, people watching, but I think we've got a game on our hands. I haven't said that in a while. There's a lot of great games there. I'm still need to find out the score for the old alma mater, Lincoln versus Derby. I heard it was close. 20-13 at half time for the Braves, so if anyone's got that, I'd be much appreciated. So here we go now for the Brunel Burners. Number 17 for the Lancers in the backfield. I think we know that's a man you do not want to kick to. The ball falls off the tee. Does tend to happen. So Joel Chesters and Ajay are back for the Lancers. And I believe that is Joel Chesters who has it. And a good stop there by Brunel. Yes, that is Chesters, number 9. Thought it was a 5. Sometimes happens. So the second drive for the Lancers couldn't get much going. A full start penalty put behind the sticks. And then some of those options, those RPOs, the Burners just sniffed out. J17 in motion quite a lot for them. This time it's 84 in motion. Low snap, Bell has got it himself. And Bell, I mean, I tell you what, he is a unit. He can carry people along the floor with him, but he is going to have a gain on the play. Gain of 4 for the Lancers. So 84 coming in, he's got the play. Coach Ian Hiscock, the head coach of the Lancers. All-round lovely bloke, just saying. Dislocated his hip. If you watch the Plymouth Vanguard versus Oxford Saints stream, that was him who dislocated his hip. He's fine now. So flag on the play. Now this is the problem with all of these motion plays. It's leaving it so the Lancers are going to be risking going backwards. They're going to be facing down a 2nd and 11. Again, I just know how entertaining the Lancers can be from behind the sticks. So I'm not counting them out. Obviously Brunel they're obviously quite happy, and they're all in front of me wearing luminous yellow jerseys. 2nd and 11 here for the Lancers. They're doing motion again. Bell has got it himself again, and he's just scrambling to find something, and just an absolute sea of burners there to drag down Bell. So he's going to have a gain of about 4 on that play, so it's going to end up being a third. I want to say gain of 4. It's going to end up being a 3rd and 6 now for the Lancers. You know, someone's O has got to go today. No one deep for them here. And Bella's got it again himself, and once again he is dragged down. I tell you what, the Burners definitely have got this game plan completely sorted in their own heads. Because Bell's trying to run that football, but he's got a yellow wall in front of him. Don't get me wrong, I think that Bell could potentially take down if there was just a single player there. But there's, you know, convergence on the tackle. Oh, please stop doing that, Jelinski. So it goes to AB. AB's got it again. He had a great return last time, and he's going to have a good return this time, but number 7 of the Lancers brings him down just over the halfway point of the field. The Burners will be starting in Lancers territory once again. I will say that was the QB for the Burners was using the supports of this scaffolding to clean his boots, and it started shaking, and I started worrying. So 1st and 10 here. They're going to be going from the 37-yard line of the Lancers. Let's try and zoom in a bit and let's angle that down. So Rettenham in motion, and it goes to him. And he's trying to run down the left-hand side, and there's certainly space for him. And there's certainly space. Oh, and brought out of bounds. Very, very shy there. Unfortunately, that was blocked by the ye olde scaffold, but a great play there. So much space on the outside. Lots of great blocking there from Brunel. So let's see. So he's got the Burners down to 1st and goal. I'm going to say from this particular angle, it's looking like, I'm going to say the 9. I'm going to say that. So Turin in the backfield for them. And it goes to him. Turin is running in. Oh, and that's a lot of power there, but he's going to be stopped. I'm going to say that the Burners are now going to be on the 3. Angular, ladies and gentlemen, angular. I tell you what, it's these great Brunel Burners plays being set up by these kick returns. It's fantastic. Special teams doing a fantastic job here for the Burners. So it goes to Turin again, and that is just a burst of speed. And we're going to wait for it, and that is going to be another touchdown for Brunel. So 14-6 is the score, and Brunel quickly taking over this game after that auspicious start with that Lancers run for Adjay. Rettenham in to kick it through. We saw them go for 2 last time. So the kick is up. And it is no good. So it stays as. There is a flag on the play. So let's see what this is going to be. Are Brunel going to have another shot at converting? Let's have a look here. Oh. So the Burners are going to get another attempt here, blocking the snapper. So the Burners are going to be moving forward. Going to be interesting to see if they still attempt to kick it here. Now with some better field position. Oh, they certainly aren't. Let's get that out of the way. They certainly aren't. And it goes to Redham again. He's going to try and run through, just power through. I think the Lancers have stopped that attempt. And they certainly have. And it's strange, I couldn't quite believe that it was the QB for the Lancers, Michael Bell, throwing Wrexham to the ground there. Score still 14-6 for Brunel. You've got to be impressed with Brunel so far. That first play is going to be one that the Burners wish to completely forget. So a new kicker in for Brunel now. Nicholas Peretta, number 91, into booted away for the Brunel Burners. Let's see what Peretta can do. Decent kick. Oh, and Chesters has got it. And I'll tell you what, he was definitely a risk of that ball coming out. But a decent return there from the Lancers. They're going to be starting in their own territory, something that can't really be said about the Burners so far today. But it was a nice sunny day here in Brunel. Well, not in Brunel, but in Oxford. But you know what I mean. So let's see what the Lancers can cook up here. Last two drives haven't been successful. The Burners have managed to grab Bell here. So 84 has got the ball. Oh my Lord, and that is going to be a huge tackle for loss for the Burners. Let's see just how far the Lancers are going to be moving backwards. Oh, that is a fair chunk. This is a second and a bus journey. Let's see, I'm going to say second and I'm going to say 18 for the Lancers now. You know, these Burners really have got, that was more of a jet option, but he's got his option routes going on, and it's going to be another tackle for loss for the Burners. Oh, I mean, I know I was talking about just how much the Oxford Lancers played behind the sticks in their game with Exeter last year, but I think this is potentially, well, it's not undoable, of course it's not, but it's certainly damaging. Number 21, Braithwaite for the Burners on that tackle. Not seen much of the throw-in of the QB of the Lancers, Micah Bell. So third, let's see. So it's going to be a timeout for the Lancers. I'm going to go to the comments, see if anyone's got any scores from around the leagues for me. but that is good. Third, and I'm going to say about 22. Yes, yes, Ian Hiscock is.
Other winning 16-14 at half time.
Oh yes, so Coventry are winning 16-14 at half time. Yes. That's 5, not 9. Oh, that's strange, Joel. Sorry, I won't mention you again. I don't. The thing, it's one of those things, Joel. I don't have a 5 on the roster that Oxford gave me. So, Joel, do you know who he is? Actually, yeah, Joel, you can help me with that. Who's number 5 for the Lancers? Yeah, Dan Williams, completely correct. Ian is going to be the head coach of the Lancers. Is going to be the OC for the Oxford Saints this year. I tell you what, with Ben Harris at DC, Ian OC. I think the Saints are going to be good this year. Just saying. I don't have the foggiest number 5 is. We're back in here. It's looking like I'm going to say 3rd and 22 for Oxford. Are we going to see the arm unleashed? Bit of a low snap here. Ball is fumbled. 84 picks it up, but that is going backwards even more, and that's going to be another huge tackle for loss. Number 5. I think it's Genesis, number 5. Okay. Thank you, Joel. Why aren't you playing today, Joel? Are you all right? So huge tackle for loss for the Burners, and now the Lancers are going to be punting out of the back of their own end zone. What do I think of Gloucester's chances today? I'll let them kick it off. So Ajay, number 17, the punter for the Lancers, is very much, as you can see, almost in line with the back post. I believe that is going to be the end of Q1. Again, it was a brilliant start there from the Lancers, but unable to get much done. Now, this punt could very well spell doom for the Lancers, very much in the danger zone. What do I think of Gloucester's chances there today? I think it's going to be good to see just where how much the new coaching has affected the Glads, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, I think it's going to be. Obviously it's their first game, you know. I think that's where my sort of trepidation lies, is due to it being their first game, and it all depends on how Worcester play. I don't know. I imagine they've kicked off now, so I can say I think Gloucestershire will win. But you know, I don't know. I don't know is the answer. Thing 5. I don't know. I hope they do. I'm sat here in my Gloucestershire Gladiators hoodie, so. So AB and Stuart Sinclair, 9 and 10, back to receive for Brunel. But I mean, this number 17 for the Lancers is, if his heel retreats even slightly, even maybe half an inch, it's looking like a safety for the Burners. There's just not a lot going on right now. So it's whistled in now. Let's have a look. This could be absolutely dangerous for Oxford. Low snap, kicks it away. That is not a great kick. Oh, and that is going to be falling at a conservative guess at the 29. Oh, sorry, my hand's in frame. At maybe the 29-yard line. of the Lancers. So once again, Brunel are going to be in their own territory. Oh, sorry, no. They're going to be in Oxford Lancers territory. So oh no, it's even worse than that. It's the Burners. The Burners are on the Lancers 25. Jelinski's got it. Hand off to Turin, and he's finding a lane, but he is brought down there. I'm going to say the 10-yard line. Can have a quick drink. So yeah, so the Burners are going to be on the 10-yard line of the Lancers. So fresh set of downs here. They certainly are close to the end zone. Don't need. So Jelinski throws it, and it's caught by Sinclair. And that is another touchdown for Brunel. And again, the field positioning based on these special teams has been the key factor for the Burners.
I love kickoff.
So what are the Burners going to be doing now? We've seen him kick the field goal. It was unsuccessful. Then a flag. Go for two. Not there. No. Oi. So that was good. So 21-6 the score here for Brunel.
Let's go, kick off, let's go, let's go.
So the Lancers scoring on their opening possession, but since then it has been all Burners.
Touchdown for the Lancers and missed extra point or missed 2 points?
Missed 2 point. Is it on? What's it? No, come on. Put it on first and then turn it on. It's at the bottom. So the Burners, sorry about those, we're just fixing some tech issues. So Retnam to kick it again, and that is going to be going. So number 5, who was identified as Genesis, has got it, and he is brought down there.
That's going to be lovely.
Say something.
Oh, hello, testing. Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
No, let me put my headphone in. Might have been a good idea.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Loud and clear.
So we are joined by former Brunel Burners alum, Kwame. How are you?
Myself, I'm good, thank you.
It's not
It's a
that
brilliant
cold.
day to be here at Brunel for the first ever live stream from Brunel, from Site 5.
So 21-6 is the score. Oxford Lancers scored on their second play of the game with a huge run from number 17, Adjay. But it's been all Burners so far. TFLs for days for the Burners. Flag on the play. I do apologise, we didn't catch what it was as I was trying to sort out, well, Kwame's microphone. Simple as that. So the Burners will be re-kicking, which I imagine is going to come as a slight blessing for the Lancers.
I mean, it makes sense that there's so many TFLs being in London.
Oh my God, the amount of comments. The amount of comments that have said that exact joke.
But one thing that really does throw my mind is obviously from when I was back here, so many players have left, so many new players have come in, so many people have changed numbers. It is mind-blowing to see some familiar faces and some of the same numbers. And I'm still looking for my old jersey number and I don't see anybody wearing it. So
What was your jersey
I
number?
believe it may have been retired, 28.
What, 28?
Yeah.
Let me check my sheet.
I don't think it's not been retired because I didn't make the NFL and I'm still alive. So I didn't meet the criteria for my jersey number.
There isn't actually a 28, you're right.
Need to fight another day.
So here we go. Retnam with another good kick. Need to sails over the head of the Lancers and it's going to be going for a touchback.
Retnam is booting those balls.
Seb is still having a go at you for being late.
Seb's still having a go at me?
Yes.
Where is he?
He's not in.
Oh, there you go, Seb.
Yeah.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, to be fair, Seb, he's got you there, mate. You're not even here.
Can I climb on this?
No, please don't. I beg you don't.
Okay.
Just stand like there or here. And don't touch it, because I don't like being up here already.
I mean, you can stop if you want.
No, I'm already up here now.
Here we go!
So Michael Bell still in. Ajay in motion. Goes to Ajay. That looks like the ball is out. The ball is out. The ball is out. And that is Brunel ball. And once again, the Burners are going to be starting their drive in the Oxford Lancers half of the field.
I saw the way that ball popped out. It was almost comical. Came out slow motion. Good see. The ball came out slow motion, floating through the air. Almost romantic in the way that it came out.
Maximus Brister says the day they retire 28 is the day that he makes it to the NFL. So
It's all love, Max. It's all love.
roast
Yeah,
Kwame stream. No. So they're going to be starting on what looks to be the 21-yard line of the Lancers.
Man, he's got the custom Jordans.
So it's a handoff to Turin. He's running right. Hopefully we can get this. He's got the space, and it's going to be another touchdown for the Burners.
It's like they're on fire so far. I've only just been here a couple of minutes and they've scored twice already.
I mean, what can be said about this Burners team? The first drive was looking a little bit shaky, but right now it is all Burners, these yellow jerseys. And he's going to be celebrating tonight. I don't know where the nightclub is in.
They all closed down.
They all closed down. They all, no celebrating for Burners.
No celebrating. Go straight to the library.
So Ratnam number 5 looks to kick it through.
Oh.
And that is wide right.
Okay, that would be 27.
Scoreline is 27-6 for Brunel. And I tell you what,
How you been? Good to see you. Still got them gloves. 27-6. 27-6.
it's one of these things where it's going to be difficult for me to really say another team can replace the Burners as the number 1 team in Div 1, my number 1 team in Div 1.
I agree. I'd say my number 1 team in...
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
The whole country?
You're not allowed. No, they're not the best team in the whole country. Don't give them a big head.
I'm not saying they're the best team in the whole country. It's my favourite Uniball team in the whole country. I mean, I might be a little bit biased with that, but I'd put my money on Brunel Burners against the Carolina Panthers right now.
He said that, not me, ladies and gentlemen, just let you know. But it's going to be hard to really dispute it now, I think. Obviously, this game's not over yet, but I think my point is, when the winner of the Northumbria U-Clan game, the first one on the 24th of November, could be number one, dependent on scoreline. But let's not talk about that anymore. Retnam to kick it off again. And an
Big
absolute
boom.
missile round the back of the end zone. The Oxford Lancers. The Lancers do not even think about recovering that absolute missile.
Not even giving them an opportunity to think about it, to be honest. It's just straight out the back of the end zone. It'd be interesting to see if Brunel start teasing Oxford with these kickoffs and start trying to invite them to return them. Kicking them down to have them stop inside the 5.
I'll tell you, lots of pro-Brunel comments.
So many new coaches, I don't even know these guys.
So Bella's got it again, he's running up the middle. Now I will say there's not been too much in the way of success when Bella's trying to run up the middle. The Burners have arguably sussed it out slightly. No, they have sussed it out. Let's not beat around the bush. They have gain of 3 on the play. If I say AB Huncho to you, does that mean anything?
Number 9.
Has he just been on his phone? Oh, yeah, he's commenting on the stream.
We said.
So 2nd and 7, 6. So Bella's got it again. And Bell just falls forward.
Seems to me like this Brunel front 7 is just hungry all over the place. Not letting the ball out of their sights. As a
So 3rd and 6.
looks to me like the Brunel punt return team is getting ready. So we could be expecting a punt from Oxford, especially considering the down and distance.
Yeah, it's one of those things where so that ball is live.
Ooh.
That ball is live, and it's going to be a huge tackle for loss. Now, the Lancers didn't seem to understand that ball was live. They thought a flag was coming their way. Flag is there.
Strange, because if that play stands, the punt team is definitely coming out.
I think the punt team's coming out regardless, to be honest. So offside. So offside on the defense now, no? I'm waiting for them to move the sticks here to give you a better...
It will still be 3rd down, but 3rd and short. So also to be looking at potentially a...
Yes, it's going to be on the defense.
I'm looking at a short yardage run, maybe.
Ball is fumbled, bounces on the floor. Bella's got it, but he's just got the size and power to run through a Brunel line. What are they going to be calling that?
It looked to me like he got 1st down.
I think if you're calling forward progress on that, I think that run from Bell has got Oxford a 1st down. Again, the chains aren't moving. The chains aren't moving. So yeah, I feel like it's been quite a long time since we've been able to say Oxford 1st down, or they've converted at the very least. So 17 in motion for Oxford. It hands off to him. He's got pure speed. But a great run there from Oxford. They're not conceding this game.
Seems to me like the only really option that Oxford have is that quick motion to the outside, getting their receivers into space. You know, that's really all they have, because up the middle just doesn't seem to be open at the moment.
I'm told to tell you, getting Coach AB and AB confused is wild.
27.
Yeah, I'm told to tell you, getting AB and Coach AB confused is wild.
Who said that?
David Kabongo.
Where's DK, where you at?
So Bella's got it again. And he's going to fall forward, and it's going to be another first down for the Lancers.
Ask him where he is. He's supposed to be here today.
You're on mic, Kwame. You can ask him.
DK, where you at? I'm seeing a lot of old faces, and I don't see DK. But yeah, we had 2 ABs. Player AB, who's
Number 9.
somewhere on the pitch, and Coach AB, who I don't see. I don't know if he's still here anymore.
Well, considering that he's commenting, I can't imagine that he is.
Touche.
So, first down, 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Ajay in motion again, and Ajay's got it, and he is brought down there by number 8, sorry. Number 3 is the QB. So Ben Percival there with a great tackle, and a tackle for loss. This time, only 1 yard. 2nd and 11.
Interesting to see Oxford finally in Brunel territory.
Yes, it's certainly.
Time
Well, no,
slowly-
they're not yet.
Slowly,
They got another 4 yards to go.
close enough.
Yes, it's close.
Within 50 yards of the end zone is more or less territory of the other team.
So Ajay's got it. There was a bit of miscommunication there, and just swallowed up in the backfield. I tell you what, when you have that much motion, sometimes it can lead to miscommunications, and we've seen one there, and it's going to be another huge tackle for loss for the Burners.
Big tackle by Nick Peretta, 91. I've seen him in the past. He's shown so much potential in his years coming through Burners.
He can't make it because of personal life stuff until after Christmas.
DK? Fair play. DK, wish you the best.
So it's looking like a 3rd and 15 here for the Lancers. I'll tell you what, this offensive drive has shown some better sparks this time. Bella's got it. First pass of the game for the Lancers, and just swallowed up. It's taken almost to the 3rd quarter for the Lancers to attempt their first pass. Edward and Dow with the tackle.
Interesting game plan here from Oxford.
So the referees are whistling for something. Could very well much be 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning. I believe that the Burners have got all 3 of their timeouts. Seems like they may have a missing piece of personnel here, and it is going to be a timeout for the Lancers.
Think of this moment. It's hearts and mouths, goosebumps. For the Lancers, it's really think about, try and get through to half-time without letting the Burners score another one.
That really is it, because the Lancers aren't a team that you can count out.
Never.
But,
Never.
I mean,
Given
just how dominant Brunel have been in this first half, if Oxford let up another one here, it's really going to push that scoreline out a bit too far.
Yeah, from the past, you can never count on Oxford. We've seen how they've operated last season in this division.
So Ajay's got it. Boot was not a good boot. And that ball was flying towards us 3D.
My
That
word.
ball was flying towards us. Let's have another look at
My
that.
word.
Whoa. So the Lancers are going to be taking over. Let's have a look where they're going to spot it. So they're going to be 3 yards deep inside of Lancers territory. But again, it once again seems that the biggest problem for Oxford is this special teams field position. The Bruners keep starting in their half of the field. Though this time it's only 1 yard, not 3, 1 yard into Oxford territory.
That's 1 yard less for Brunel to work with, and if anything, makes
So
no
it's a
difference to me
handoff.
as
AB is running. Oh, big collision. Big collision, but he does get up.
Brunel looked to be high intensity, looking to punch this ball in again.
They are going with speed. Let's see if the Burners can make this work. Gain of 8 on that last play. Jelinski's looking. Jelinski fires. But over the head of Retnam.
This QB's got a zing on his arm.
He certainly has. Out of California.
A bit of continuity considering Brunel's last quarterback wore number 3 as well. I mean, not a huge statistic or anything to write home about, but just a little nice touch.
Just a nice touch.
Just a nice touch.
So with that, the clock stops. 3rd and 2 for Brunel. AB in the backfield. But Jelinski's looking. Jelinski fires, and it goes to AB, and he makes a cut, and he's going to have enough for a first down, or at least from my camera angle. Yes, the Burners do get the ball at the start of the second half. So.
That just shows how much Oxford really need to buckle up on defense right now, because if the Brunel Burners score on this drive, get the ball back to start the second half and score again.
So the Burners use their first timeout, but they have got a first down. But just given how unsuccessful, only been able to get 1 extra point conversion today for Brunel, I can't imagine they're going to be looking to bring the field goal unit out if they can help it.
Looks to me, it is backs against the wall for Oxford right now. You know, get through without conceding, and you still have.
It's not too bad, yeah.
You still have defense first time. You know, before Oxford gets the ball back, we could be looking at potentially a running clock. So it's very much
and I tell you
precarious
what,
territory.
if you were to come into this game and tell me that the Burners would be looking, or the Lance would be looking down the barrel of a rolling clock, I wouldn't have believed you. I'm just saying.
Me neither.
So handoff to AB, tripped over one of the players being tackled by a lineman. Going to have a gain of 1.
Give me the turf monster. Even though it's not turf, Site 5 is notorious for slips and falls.
Who scored the Burners TDs? A lot of them were number 6, Adam Turin. So low snap, but Jelinski's looking, and wide open was Retnam, and Retnam making a great move. Retnam has also scored 1 as well, I believe. He also scored a 2-point conversion as well, number 5 for them.
He did.
So I mentioned it's going to be a timeout for the Burners as they are encroaching even more upon the end zone of the Oxford Lancers. So second timeout for the Burners.
There wouldn't be enough time to run the ball. I think they're going to be looking at quick passes, end zone passes, and potentially we could see a field goal attempt, but we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Oh, Seb, did Retnam not get one? I thought he did. I know he got a 2-pointer.
I'm fairly certain he got one because
I thought he did as well.
he got one before the extra point. Yeah, he did. As I was
Yeah. Seb's trying to discredit me.
Seb's not even here.
Yeah, but Seb's been trying to discredit me since I started doing this. So, looking like they're on the 19-yard line of the Lancers. Can the Burners punch one in? And Jelinski's looking for a bomb. Oh. And just could not find number 2.
I would like to see Seb versus Tebbs.
You wouldn't?
In the octagon.
Well, he's got
Seb
no knees and I've got no knees, so. Isaiah Dean Joseph there just could not bring that in. Oh my God, stop kicking the tower.
I'm so sorry.
I beg you stop kicking the tower.
So sorry. I'm trying to lean to get a better view and I keep falling into it.
So 2nd and 10 here for the Burners. So goes to AB again, he's running left. He's got some space, he's going to have the first down and he's going to be going out of bounds.
Out of bounds to stop the clock and just about enough time for another play or 2 for the Brunel Burners.
And it looks like they're going to be at the very least at the 9-yard line of the Lancers. At the very least. Wait for them to move the sticks. What would you call that?
I'd call that a first and goal.
No, I know it's a first and goal, but what yard line?
Let me try and get a better look. About the 7 or 8.
So Jelinski's looking, fires to the back of the end zone.
Hamilton.
Oh, and what a grab that was!
Tom Hamilton.
Oh, they're saying he's out of bounds. Oh, I tell you what, that camera angle looked like he was absolutely pinpoint with that, but
That's Tom Hamilton with the high point catch, but just out of bounds it looks to be from the referees.
7 yard line grab, Seb, mate.
I think they're all.
So once again, from the 7 yard line.
That signal from the ref.
I think it means the clock is running. I think. Don't quote me on that. So Jelinski once again looking, once again firing.
Again.
Oh, and he's caught it again. What are they going to say? They're going to say he's out of bounds again. Hamilton, number 13.
At this rate, he's playing ball boy.
With two spectacular catches. Great high point balls from Jelinski, but once again, does not count for the Burners. So 3rd down now for Brunel. No, don't, Seb, because he will.
Are they going to try it again? Another one to Hamilton, maybe?
If they try it to Hamilton again, that is amazing. No, it's going to go to AB. He's running right. A stiff arm, but the Lancers are going to be able to stop that attempt for the end zone. Was my hand in it again? It is. Sorry, I do apologise.
If they call the timeout, maybe they might just about have enough time for one more play. Otherwise, that'll be the half.
So 4th down for the Burners, and they are going to be taking their final timeout.
That'll be to stop the clock. Give them one more chance for the half. Be 4th and goal from the 8 yard line, perhaps.
So Jelinski's getting the play in. Hoping to dial something up. Oh yes, I thought you were going to tell me something. Complete lack of communication between me and Kwon.
We were just staring at each other for
Yeah,
a
I
good
thought you were
couple
going
of
to tell me
seconds.
something.
I was about to
Okay.
say, I mean, like, everything is not working for me right now. My nose is blocked, my ears are blocked.
Okay.
I'm in pain, but I'm okay.
So Jelinski's looking, fires it right.
Isaiah, they don't know you can catch too, bro. They don't know
And
you
Isaiah
can catch
D.
too.
Thomas there with the TD, and the Burners
I'll throw it again, why not?
stack another one. 33-6, and I tell you what, I did not expect Dean Joseph. What am I doing?
Joseph,
Not Dean Thomas.
IDJ number 2 with a red helmet.
Isaiah Dean Joseph there with a great touchdown reception.
You didn't expect this? I fully expected it. I expected nothing less
Yeah, but you
from
played.
these mighty Brunel Burners. These exceptional.
So they're faking it,
And another
and
one.
it is. What is it? Is it good or not? It is good. Okay.
35.
So 35-6. Oh, I did not see that one coming. I did not see that one coming. I thought this game would be closer. I cannot believe this scoreline. But
This,
I don't think it's over yet because the Lancers, no, you can't count out the Lancers.
This is very interesting because given how this game has gone, given how last week's game has gone, and obviously given how all of the games between Reading and Brighton have gone, it kind of makes you think, you know, how is this division going to, are we seeing the division start to pan out already? Are we seeing
no.
just an early...
I'm going to flat out tell you no. Because this division is the best division in D1, right? This and the Northern one, I'd say. I think that...
I'm always here.
I'd say this division's so stacked that even after this game concludes, you know, can Hearts still do it? Yeah, it's only 14 points. This game, if this continues the way it does, the Lancers may be out of taking the title. But
Potentially, yeah. I mean, barring a huge collapse by two teams, arguably, it'd be interesting to see how the Lancers get on when they have to play against the Hurricanes.
yes, certainly. So Retnam kicks it short. And 38 has got it. But a nice short kick there. The Lancers are once again going to be starting in their own territory. Yeah, I completely agree. I think how this game is shaping up, that Oxford versus Hearts game, which obviously will happen at some point, is going to be very, very interesting.
It's going to be huge for the rankings. It's going to be huge for each team's postseason. And to be honest, I think it'd be bigger because in uni ball or in any ball in this country, you don't really get into conference games. So none of these guys will be playing against guys like Essex or, you know, UEA or Bournemouth, you know, at least not until the playoffs. So it definitely, these games mean so much more, you know, going into when teams start to play against other teams from other divisions. We have no idea what they're like at the moment in time.
Which is why I think, because of how, doesn't matter, how weak the Southwest one is, I think when Bournemouth specifically, come to the playoffs, I think they're going to be shocked because, as far as I'm concerned, in the Southern, more so than the Southeast, have got the three tough teams.
Three toughest teams we're looking at.
And as far as I'm concerned, within the Southwest one, there is no one who is going to be competing with the Bournemouth University Bobcats. However, in the Southeast, Kent, UEA, and I'd argue because of their huge result over UCL last week, KCL. I'd be interested if anyone knows the KCL versus Kent score. Please do tell us. The Lancers taking the field again. Me and Kwame are going to lock back in to here and not, you know, everywhere else.
We'll start talking about the other teams. We'll get back to that at half time.
Yeah, that's half time. We'll do a quick half time show. So it looks to me to be a new QB in here for the Lancers. Number 11. Almost picked off there by the Burners.
Zipped it across, but it just seemed to be yellow jerseys in the vicinity.
And we do know that their number 11 is very much Oxford's passing QB.
Especially considering what I heard before the games about some of these teams, not just Oxford, but also Hertfordshire, recruiting very well. Brunel recruiting very well. All three teams recruiting guys from overseas.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you don't really see that from anywhere outside of maybe, especially in the D1 level. You know, three teams all trying to recruit guys from the United States. 2nd and 10. Klein looking. Oh!
You don't see it very frequently, but it definitely shows the intensity and the hunger that all of these teams show. All three of the teams were in a shout for the division title going into the last game.
100%.
All three of these teams are going to be hungry looking at it. This is only Oxford's first game of the season. So in their eyes, they're going to look at it saying, what's to stop us from going 7-1? If Brunel win this, they're 3-0. These guys can still win out and have a hope to try and win a division. They're going to look at the second half. They're going to look at the second half and they're going to think.
Here's the thing though, I think even though a divisional win or divisional title win may be out of the realm of possibility, the playoffs, Oxford and Hearts are going to make the playoffs. I don't feel bad at saying that. So Klein under pressure. He's on the move. He's trying to find someone. He throws an absolute bomb. Oh, and he was so close to bringing that in, but just unable.
That was entertaining. That was an entertaining play.
Okay, so that is going to be the half of football, the first half, here in Uxbridge, with the Burners taking the lead 35-6. I tell you what, I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming at all.
It depends how loud you said it.
To see. I'm trying to see some more scores from our league before we head in for half time. Let's have a look at some scores around the league. Yeah, I'm surprised by this. I thought this game would be a lot closer. You look at the two games last year, fairly close, well, especially the second meeting. But as it stands right now, the Burners are blowing the Lancers out of the water.
Burners seem to be running away with it at the moment. They've got rid of the whole proverbial game 2 curse that people were worried about last week. As per se, the past few years, I remember Burners will get a big win in their first game of the season. Everyone's all happy and laughing and whatnot. Second game comes in, we get absolutely humbled, and it just seems to be that that was a trend going on.
Sorry? Yes. Why? I'm going to turn it off in a minute, but I need to do my scores. You can come back over. Yeah. SJ just wants to know if the audio's off so he can talk to me about something. So we're going to go through. We're going to go for half time. So full time. Get this. No, go on, babe. Full time. Bath 2, Swansea 0. Oh, Lord above. The Bombers are beating Staffordshire 24-0. Yes, Lancaster. I can't believe that. At half time, the Jets led the Sharks 16-14. Imperial leads 6-0 over Kingston. As it stands right now, Gloucester, 15 minutes ago, Gloucester were losing to Worcester 2-0. But I've not got any other ones.
Is it even on?
It's too high.
None of you've got caught.
None of them. But that is it. If you've got any more scores from around the league, please do tell us. I'm going to give it a little bit of wait and see, just in case someone has put some more in. UEA was called off due to the UCL not having any qualified coaches. What?
That should be a walkover then.
It's a walkover. It's a walkover to UEA.
How the hell do you rock up to a game with no coaches?
No qualified coach. That's mad. You know what it is? That is a shame for the UCL players. That's a real shame.
That's a disgrace.
But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to go away for a little bit, bask in what this scoreline has become. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes or so. The scoreline right now at the half, the Brunel Burners 35, the Oxford Lancers 6. Did not see that one coming.
Go get some food. Go get a hot dog.
Go get something hot.
But be back in 10 minutes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live in Uxbridge for the second half of this Southern 1 showdown. The Lancers, 6 on the board. Brunel, not 35-33. There was a 2-point conversion that I called wrong. To be fair, they did tell me one of the referees.
I'm pretty sure the referees marked it good.
The referees did signal for it, but it turns out that that wasn't the case. So.
Crazy, but anyways.
So yeah, so 33-6 is the score here in the Southern 1. 47.
Brunel Burners.
Short kick there. Recovered by 94.
Oh
my God!
No way!
He's going.
Off the back.
He's going. He is gone.
Off
and
the back. Good night.
Burners sideline goes crazy.
Off the back. First play.
I mean, the Burners, the Burners cannot fathom this. And the Oxford Lancers, they were trying for a short kick.
It. I was expecting a big kick, and it went helicopter over there, and 34 just caught it and went.
I cannot believe that.
What a start for the second half for the Brunel Burners. And we were just talking about how much Oxford don't want to let in a touchdown to end the half. They're letting a touchdown to end the half. They've let in another one to start the half, and they've not even seen the football since about 20 minutes ago, before half time.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 40-6. Nemati all the way from Turkey running that ball down, and you could just tell by how much this sideline exploded. I don't even think the Burners could believe it.
I couldn't believe it. The Burners couldn't believe it. I mean, I can't believe I'm here. And the crazy thing about that, yes, it's been a touchdown within 10 seconds of the half starting. We still don't have a running clock.
No, we still don't know. Was it 1 point shy of a running clock here? But here's the mad thing, though, Kwame. If you were to tell me, coming into this game 2 hours ago, that the Oxford Lancers would be in danger of having a running clock put on them by the Burners, I would have said, you're talking absolute gibberish.
I would have said, whatever you're drinking, pour me a glass as well, because this is not what I expected from the Oxford Lancers. I expected much more of a fight to be put up. I think if you look at the 2 Burners games that they've played already, they've played Reading and they've played Hertfordshire.
So only 14 points in for that Hertfordshire game, which is why I thought this game could be a little bit closer.
Definitely. I mean, when I'd seen the score, Oxford had scored, and that, I wouldn't say that caught me off guard, because it was a close game when I got here.
So just absolutely fired. Ajay, number 17, has got it. You know he's got speed. He's trying to find a lane, but he just finds the outside, and he's still in bounds.
Still fighting his way through.
But slammed down to the floor.
Probably the best kickoff I've seen from the Brunel Burners so far. That ball settled down, settled inside the 5, and it had to be returned. It's not like the previous ones that they've been letting go out at the back of the end zone. So Rettenham and his right foot seem to be getting a hang of these kickoffs at the moment.
He certainly has been, again,
getting a good few trials at this.
Special teams placement has been absolutely perfect for Brunel. Starting inside of Oxford territory, pinning the Lancers back in theirs. So trips on the right. Klein, number 11, in at QB.
Now, the last time Oxford touched the ball, Brunel had about 20 odd points, but now
fires. So Klein fires it, looking for 38, unable to find him.
Get the defense up.
I will say, with number 11 in for the Lancers, this is looking like an entirely different ball game. We only saw one pass from Micah Bell, the QB who was here for the first half. Now it's Klein. I imagine the Lancers are going to be going through the air a bit more. Also, by the way, Coventry Jets beat Old Sharks.
Do you know what? This catches me off guard, because if Klein was healthy and good to throw.
So throws out to the outside to 19. And he has dropped it.
It really begs the question for me, why is Klein not starting? If he's the one who's able to throw the ball and he's the one who's able to, I mean, we've seen it from a few dropbacks already so far that he's able to put the ball into dangerous areas. Yes, these Oxford receivers have been bouncing these balls out of their hands and not catching them, but he's definitely shown that he's able to stretch the field a little bit, and it really makes me question, why did he not start if he was maybe not fully fit, but he at least seems to be fit enough to go?
Well, this is it. We do know that he did not play against Reading last week in their victory. So, could be something there. Were they just trying to rest him? We don't know. 3rd and 10 here. Klein drops back. He's being pursued. 8 is right there for the Burners. He's right there. Oh, and Klein just absolutely runs over a man. But a flag on the play on the opposite sideline. I tell you what, the Burners on this side of the field were I imagine number 8 is going to get an earful when he gets back over here. I'll tighten that camera up going forward. Sorry, ladies.
Percival seems to be everywhere. Wherever the ball is, wherever the quarterback is, he is on his shoulder, in his shadow, can breathe down his back. That man is lethal today.
So it seems to me, given that the argument that the referees and the Brunel coaches are having over here, it's going to be a late hit out of bounds on the Burners. However, I would argue that the QB for the Lancers ran into the Brunel player. But I don't know the rules. I'm not a referee. I'm just saying it's slightly interesting.
It's really interesting sometimes the calls that these referees give, you know, especially given the direction that the game is going in. Sometimes it makes you think, are the referees inclined to be more lenient towards one team when the score starts to separate, or are they just inclined to just play the same way, just see the game out? You know, for the referees, from their perspective, do they want to make the game more entertaining, or do they want to try and manipulate the game, or do they just want to get out?
Well,
of here
no, I don't think they've got money on it.
But the way sports is these days, you never know.
I will point out, as gentlemen, Kwame said all that, not me. Just, I love the refs.
Look, I've got no complaints with the referee's performance today. I mean, there's nothing that I've seen that is particularly out of the ordinary, you know. It's always fun to speculate, though.
Yeah, I don't really know the rules on that. I know Coach Russ is watching, if he knows. I thought they were going to do the signal. No, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems as though the Klein ran into the Oxford player out of bounds. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're back here. We're back here. The Lancers get a good... Oh, Q3, sorry. Let me just run this play out. Let Klein throw the ball over the head and drops it to the floor.
It seems to be...
Coach Ross coming in clutch. I always forget to change to the Q.
It seems to be that this Brunel defense will not let up, you know. Doesn't matter. 1 point ahead, 34 points ahead, first quarter, fourth quarter, third quarter. They are sticking to their receivers like glue, these DBs.
If you hear any swearing, it's not me and Kwame, it's the Burners, coaches and players.
It's nice to know the Burners coaches haven't changed a bit since I was here.
So trips right for the Lancers, 2nd and 9. Delivers it out, oh, but dropped. We saw a little bit of QB to QB action there with Klein throwing to Bell. Oh, sorry, I've accidentally brought that up.
There seems to be a lot of dropped passes right now. I mean, yes, Brunel DBs and defense seem to be on the case. They're on their receivers. They're not letting them get open.
Well, here's the thing.
Sometimes they're getting hands and they're just dropping the ball.
Well, here's the thing, Kwame. This is what I mean in the sense of the first half. There was one pass from Oxford.
Was it complete?
No, it was complete.
It was.
It was complete. But, is the question, are the hands warm? Are the hands warm? It's cold here. I've got a hand warmer somewhere on my person. Yeah, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Russ. So it's going to be a hand of two at Jay, and he's going to have the space. He's done this before. He's brought out Bell. Sorry, I just couldn't get the camera around quick enough because I'm sat in the tower. But
I was going to say, I'll take over.
Huh?
I'll take over if you want.
No, I'm ready up here, Kwame. Stop asking.
The 17's got speed. It seems to be that.
Here's the number
you're
7.
absolutely
Ajay, number
right.
17, he's the man who scored the touchdown for the Lancers in the second play of the game. Using a play very similar to that, being able to cut round the outside and just turn those burners on, pardon the pun.
To me, it seems to be, if that's working, that's what they should be going back to, you know. I've seen them try so many other options that don't seem to be working. Like you said earlier, the receivers, their hands don't seem to be very warm. Is it? That they should have tried
So
something
Michael
else?
Bell has got it this time, but once again, Bell is going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Another TFL for the Burners.
Another one. I'm just looking at a play like that, and it seems to be that if you're on that defense, I could see it from this side, but definitely from behind that offensive line or the other side of the offensive line, it seemed to be very easy to suss out what was happening there.
Seems as though it's only going to be a loss of 1 on the play for the Lancers.
So the most frustrating thing as a running back when you play is when the action in front of you happens too slowly, because you know that by the time you've got the ball, there's 3 guys behind the line of scrimmage and there's not much you can do.
So, 17 in motion. Klein has got the ball, being pursued, he's rolling out. And he's going to take that. Once again, just trying to go down that opposite sideline. It's going to be interesting to see where they're going to spot him going out of bounds.
Definitely short of a first down. Seems to gain maybe about 7 or 8 yards he gained on the ground.
Yeah, I'd definitely say 8 yards. So he's going to have a 3rd and 4.
Give that about 7 yards gained.
Try to rejig myself so I can get some more action. So we've seen that they've got an arm in Klein. And he's going to be looking to throw it. Delivers it into the middle to Ajay, swallowed up, but it might be a first down. Referee got wiped out as well.
Oh. I didn't see him drop, but I see him on the floor. See if I can catch that.
There you go. I did get the replay, don't worry. So, referee down, but a first down for the Lancers. Try and tighten that up a bit. I tell you what, this drive has lasted a fair bit. So wide trips on the right, no backfield support for Klein. He's going to be looking. He's going to scramble out to his right.
He's out of the pocket and he's rushing.
I don't know what they're calling that.
Seems to be one of the referees signalled out of bounds. The Oxford sideliner calling for a touchdown. It seems to be, maybe it was caught from what I can see. There was a catch, but it looked to me like it was just out of bounds. Because
that was right on the Brunel sideline. I do apologise. Just given the angle of where we are, I don't think we were ever going to be able to catch that one, if I'm honest.
No, it wouldn't be.
So 2nd and 10 for the Lancers.
From about the 11-yard line.
Once again, empty set, backfield empty, tight ends in. Klein is looking. Delivers it into the middle for Micah Bell. But brought down.
Looks to be potentially 1st and goal, round about the first down marker, but they are...
I was going to say, Michael Bell and number 18 of the Burners looks to be quite slow getting up, but he seems to be fine. But you're very much right. 1st and goal.
It's the first 1st and goal that the Lancers have had all game, potentially.
No, yes, it is, yeah.
Interesting, because they seem to be able to be driving on this on
Oh,
this
no.
drive they can
Oh,
get down the field, but what?
We do have an injured burner. Again, I think it's this new QB.
It's Faladay down there.
Yeah, I think it's this
Slow to
new
get up.
QB's breathed some life into this Oxford Lancers offense.
Definitely. Which then reinforces my previous question. Why did Klein not start? It's something that Oxford are going to be looking at. No matter his fitness levels, he might have been at 50%, he could have been at 40, 60, whatever. But the difference in quality just seems to be night and day. And it really makes you question why someone of his talent isn't starting.
Well, it begs the question, what QB are we going to see next week? Because next week I will be in Oxford for Oxford taking on the Brighton Panthers. So, it'll be interesting to see who they're going to be bringing out for that one.
An interesting one.
If anyone's got any more scores, please send them in. If anyone knows the Gloucestershire versus Worcester score, please tell me, because last I checked it was 2-0 to Worcester.
And then, of course, after that, we've got the one game that matters this weekend. One of the two games that matters the most this weekend. Ravens at the Steelers. And then the Chiefs at the Bills.
It's Chiefs Bills tonight?
Yep.
Mad. I might
So
watch
you've got Ravens, Steelers, Chiefs and Bills. And the primetime game is, I want to say Jags, Bengals or someone.
Ew. Gross. Well,
might not
I
be
just hope I
Jags, it
get
might-
home early because it's Dolphins Raiders. No one
Dolphins-
cares about that.
No, what?
We should win.
I guess it's a franchise thing, isn't it?
What?
Everyone just smacking their heads against stuff and getting knocked out. It's not just the quarterback, it's all of Dolphins. I'm joking. I think he's just reported me to the FBI.
Please don't talk about Tua or I'll
People
cry.
chasing me on the way home after this.
So here we go. Lancers back on. They've got a first and goal. Kwame, where is it from, do you think?
Looks to me from about the 3-yard line, maybe 4. 3-yard line, I want to
3-yard
say.
line.
I want to say they've got about 3 yards. My ears are unblocked now.
So here we go. Michael Bell having a chat to Davis Klein. But Michael Bell is a huge man at number 3 for them. It's going to be going to Michael Bell. He's going to try and take the left-hand side. He hits a stiff arm. Flag on the play, but the Burners bring him down.
By the position, it looks to me like it could be a hold. If it's a hold, it's catastrophic for Oxford. That's coming 10 yards back.
I'm not entirely sure if it is catastrophic for Oxford, because that is going to be able to give Klein space to throw this ball. And it is going to be a hold on the Lancers.
Maybe not catastrophic, but it's definitely something to think about, you know. Because now, see what happens.
Half time. 2-0. Kingston leading Imperial 6-8 at half time. The Bombers beat Staffordshire 31-6. I can't believe that. So still first down here for the Lancers. Klein has got it. Being pursued, almost sacked, and he gets sacked.
It
And
seemed
that
like
is
an absolute swarm of burners in there.
And that was crucial.
One or two guys slow to get up, one offensive lineman, and Percival's up now. An Oxford lineman is slow to get up, but there were guys in there. Percival was in there, Peretta was in there.
So, injury on the play.
It just seems to be from getting down to the 3-yard line. Oxford have taken 2 steps back now.
Ben Percival, we won the MVP for this squad during the Hearts game. If he keeps making big plays like that, he can win it again.
Seems to be a big acquisition for the Brunel Burners, Ben Percival.
I'll try and give you some more scores. No, I don't have any other ones. UEA and UCL has gone as a walkover for the Pirates. If anyone's interested, Exeter beat Birmingham yesterday. Bath Swansea finished 2-0 to Bath. Don't know the Durham UE score either. I do wish I had an update. Again, if anyone knows Gloucester versus Worcester, please do let me know. We are back in now. Second and goal, but it's from the 19-yard line of the Lancers, or the Burners. Oh, and
Coretta almost in there with the sack.
Oh, and it falls through his hands there. Great play from Klein to just be able to find the space. So third down. Once again, the Lancers are on their own at 19. You know, with just how good this drive has been, obviously, if you take out maybe the last 3 plays for the Lancers, they're obviously not going to. They're not going to try for a field goal, surely. But if they did, that's a loss for the Lancers.
If they did, it's more so. Do they have the kicker who can make the kick in this distance with a long snapper, with a holder, and the slippery, horrible side 5 ground that we have right now, especially given being in the third quarter where it's been absolutely chewed up by the line.
He's looking, and he just throws it up, and that falls nowhere. I mean, I don't know what Klein was looking for. I think he was just looking to get it away.
It was going into orbit.
Bit of an arm punt there, I'd say. Would you not say? So the Lancers are staying out there. Well, sorry, the Lancers offense is staying out there.
So this 4th down play looks like they're going to...
I mean, you've got to go for it, really, haven't you?
It's all or nothing. You're 34 points down. You have to try. At this point, you know, if you go for a field goal, you're accepting defeat.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that.
This moment in time, it's 5 scores, you know. You're looking at 4 touchdowns plus 2 points, all converted, and you're still losing.
He's dropping back a lot and just throws an absolute missile, but over the head of number 5. And I tell you what, the Brunel Burners offense have been on this sideline for what seems like a long old time.
It's probably the longest I've seen the defence on the field, the longest drive I've seen of Oxford, without a turnover, you know, turnover on downs after getting down to 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and goal, as opposed to making an interception or a fumble.
Yeah, you've got to hope that this Burners offense have been maintaining their warm-ups.
There's hunger in this game.
So here we go. Jelinski's got it. Hand off to Turin, but Turin is absolutely wrapped up. Going to be a TFL for the Lancers. Going to be a... That's good. Oh, let's see what they're going to mark this. I'm trying to find a score for the Worcester versus Gloucestershire game.
We'll sort it.
Come on.
That guy looks like a grown man with 3 kids. Does not look a university student. Are students getting older these days, or do I just not age?
So 2nd and 13 now for the Burners. Throws it out to the right-hand side.
Get some space.
Tries for the stiff arm.
It's been very... It's a good few yards of a first down, even though there's calls for a first down. Was forced out of bounds just before then, but look at the difference in speed that the Burners are able to just drive down the field. Within 2 plays, they've made a good few yards.
So 3rd and 1 for the Burners. Trying to get him to jump. Hands it to Turin. He's going to have the space for a first down.
Turin. It's going to go flying forwards for a good gain.
I think he saw that those
At least 10, 15
Lancers
yard
were
gain.
converging.
Good 10, 15 yard gain, and there was a bit of after activity.
You see Turin walking out in front of us now. He's gone straight to the...
Straight over to the tent, and now we're looking at who's replaced him.
So holding on Brunel. So the Burners going back to...
No, it does beg the question, who is AB Bannerhead in the backfield? Apologies.
Sorry?
AB in the backfield.
Oh, AB, number 9. So Jalinski's looking, and the ball is out! The ball is out!
Let's go! Defense on! Defense on!
Looked to me like he either went to throw it or what happened. The ball just fell out of his
Again,
hands.
I think it was just a slippery ball that falls out of the hands.
As
The
he went to cock his arm back,
Lancers,
it just...
this is the best opportunity the Lancers have had since their scoring position earlier in the game. Celebrations from the Lancers as they are now in scoring position again. However, last time the Lancers were down in this area of the field, they could not get it done. But
They went for
I
minus
mean,
yards.
I mean, if you're looking at this half in a nutshell, the Lancers don't look like they're doing too badly. Obviously, they let one go very, very early on.
At the start, from the bad kickoff.
Exactly.
But it wasn't on defense. It wasn't on
I-
their defense, and it wasn't
Well,
on their
to be
offense.
fair, I think this could just be recency bias, just for how much of this third quarter has been the Oxford Lancers offence.
More or less the majority of it. We're 1 point from a rolling clock, and Oxford are essentially...
Hand off to number 30. Ball is out.
Well,
Ball is out. Oh, there's some extracurriculars
almost
of
came
flags are
straight
flying.
back to Brunel as flags are coming out, and
What do you
action
think? Why
here
do you think
between-
those whistles were blown? Do you think?
just then,
No, like the whistles were blown when the ball was on the floor and no one had possession of it. Because I don't think that was a jet forward pop pass. I think that was a handoff that got. Oh no, the running back had it, fumbled it. No one had a clear possession of the ball, and the whistles came in.
I suspect that the referees either thought he was down already or put it down as a forward pass as the ball went forward.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
They'll either, it depends on what the down. Oh, it'll still be the same down, wouldn't it? Incomplete or fumble. They'll mark it down as second and whatever and save face.
Hang on. No. So, it's. Well, hold on. Okay, so let's boil that down to you. So, an unsportsmanlike conduct on Brunel, number 18, is going to put the Oxford Lancers forward to the end zone. However, what I was just talking about with Kwame did transpire. The referee saying that there was an inadvertent whistle whilst the ball was in Oxford's possession. I don't know about that. I don't think it was in anyone's possession, if I'm completely honest with you.
I don't even know about the inadvertent whistle. That really irks me when people do that, because it's one of the referees has definitely blown a whistle. It's not some random person who's come out of nowhere, and it's not a bird that's come out of nowhere and blown a whistle.
So, Lancers now on the 3, would you say? Bell in motion. Yeah. Hand off to Bell. He tries to run out the outside, but the Burners swallow him up.
I've just realised something. I'm looking over at the Oxford sideline, and there seem to be about 6 extra jerseys there. I saw one of the comments earlier saying Oxford are missing a lot of players. Yes, I know that Brunel are missing a lot of players, and number 10's got his jersey ripped into a cardigan now, as you can see over there. But numbers-wise, yes, Oxford seem to be missing a lot of players. I don't know how many players are in their squad overall. I don't know how many players they had at the Reading game last week it was, I believe. But it'll be interesting to see what they have next week. And considering the numbers that they have, they seem to have put up a fairly decent fight, at least in this third quarter.
So here we go. There's going to be, I wouldn't say there's a loss on that play. I'm going to say they're going from the 3 again. Can the Lancers punch it in? Bell in motion. Goes for that reverse. Adeji's got it, but the Burners are dragging him
Oh,
down,
my.
and Percival once again. Ben Percival is having himself a day, and the Lancers are going to be heading backwards. I mean, these goal line stands from the Burners are nothing short of impressive.
Honestly, Percival's got me speechless at this moment in time. I've not seen a linebacker so dominant in this team for a while. I mean, Brunel's known for producing at least one at a time brilliant linebacker. But this guy just seems to have all of the tricks up his sleeve. No one can get away from him. He's always there. It's either him on one side or number 91, who's not on the field right now, Nicholas Peretta. They're always chasing down the quarterback, chasing down the ball carrier.
So trips on the left-hand side as it stands right now for Oxford. I imagine they're going to send 17 in motion. No, they're not. It's just going to be irregular trips. Klein is looking. He's being pursued and throws it to Bell. I think he had possession for, maybe hit a split second. Yeah, officials make mistakes on our official game. That's it. We're not having a go at anyone for it, but.
I couldn't quite see behind all of the yellow jerseys over there, but was that marked complete or was that marked incomplete?
I don't think it was marked complete.
It looked to me like he definitely caught it. I mean, I saw on the far side.
No, I think he caught it, but he was instantly either knocked out of bounds.
Didn't get his feet in bounds and everything. I was looking at this far side, the two number 19s.
So,
up against each other.
Down, 4th and goal from the 10-yard line for the Lancers.
This is it for Oxford.
17 in motion. Kleiner's got it. And he's being dragged. Oh my Lord.
Big turnover for the Brunel Burners.
I tell you what, 34, he's got to be happy with himself. He's recorded a touchdown today, and now he's recorded a sack.
These boys are so hungry. I've not seen these boys hungry like this in a while. They are chasing that win. They do not want Oxford to score any points. The 6 that Oxford scored earlier would have got them so angry. You can tell from the performance, from the hunger that this front 7 is showing. They are not letting up. Foot on the neck, and they will not pause. Yeah.
So once again, we've not seen this Brunel Burners offense again. It feels like for a long time. Once again, they are back on the field.
Did you come here?
Handoff. Turin has got it, but a great tackle there from number 60 of the Lancers.
Crazy to see a lot of familiar faces here.
Was that 50 or 60? That was 50. Jordan shut McCabe there with a good tackle. Burners, no, was it behind the line of scrimmage? No, it wasn't. It was second and like 9 and a bit. 9.8.
Second and 9.8. Gained 0.2 yards. Was that 18 centimetres?
Still Q3 here, I will say. Again, goes to Turin again. This time he's running right.
Space for Turin.
Is he going? And he goes out of bounds just short of a spectacular run.
AB. Finish it off.
Kwame trying to give directions.
I'm trying to help you.
So that has basically flipped the field here for the Burners.
Flipped it completely. I remember back in my running back days, it was like that. You know, we see one guy break off for a 50-yard run. Suddenly it's, oh, coach, he's tired. He's had a big run. Coach, take him out and put me in so I can.
So now a 1st and goal for the Burners. You're going to say 8 or 9, Kwame? What are you saying?
I call this from about the 8-yard line.
So Turin has got it again. He's had a big run, but the Lancers just swallow it up.
Squeezes his way for a couple of yards of the game.
Is it real yards or IFAF yards? It's IFAF yards because this is a 90-yarder today. So.
No, it's real yards because it's 90 yards. It's only a 90-yard field.
I thought IFAF yards only for an 80.
IFAF yards are for...
So end of Q3. I thought IFAF yards were for everything that isn't a 100-yarder. Because IFAF yards can be.
Is it
within
100 metres on the rugby pitch? Because I know rugby pitches are done by metres, aren't they?
Well, on the graphic that Sport Tank posted, it said that IFAF yards aren't a single measurement. They can be between. They can be between a certain measurement. I don't know what they are off the top of my head.
It's fourth quarter.
So
And the Brunel Burners, if you know that tradition, everyone puts their fours up in the fourth quarter. Even though I'm technically supposed to be a neutral party today, as a former player of the Burners, me myself, I'm going to put my fours up as well.
What does that mean, Kwame? Why are they doing that?
Just fourth quarter. Just means fourth quarter.
Is that a thing that Brunel do?
It's always been a thing. I don't know why, but
Okay,
just put your fours up for the fourth quarter.
See, I don't know. This is my first Brunel experience. And the Burners are close to. Oh, they're close to doing something unthinkable, Kwame. Mercy clocking the Oxford Lancers.
Oxford Lancers. There are a few teams. There are very few teams in Britball. Britball, not even just Britball. Britball, Uniball, anything, right? There are very few teams that I've never seen have a running clock against them, right? The obvious ones, obviously London Warriors, never seen them have a running clock against them. Never seen Manchester Titans with a running clock against them. Never seen the Brunel Burners or the UE Bullets or even SGS Pride with running clock against them.
So low snap, Jelinski's got it.
Ooh.
Great delivery.
Great catch.
And just waltzes in there.
There goes the running clock.
And he's just ripped his jersey. What a great celebration. I can't believe that for a celebration.
He's just ripped a hole in his jersey.
No, his jersey was already ripped and he's just Supermaned his jersey. He's Supermaned his jersey.
It's because they know, right? These jerseys rip extremely easily, right? Especially down, they've got a V-necks and they rip so easily from just looking at them, they'll rip. So they're all getting repaired.
So it looks like they're going to be going for it here. And it
that'll make it 48.
Is good. 48-6 the score. Jamoy Stewart Sinclair. I mean, he's number 10 this week, but I hazard to say he won't be number 10 next week.
Some of these boys have different jersey numbers each week, you know. This guy here is got his jersey's taped up.
He might not be number 10 for the rest of the game.
I remember we had a 13 that his jersey ripped and had to wear 23 for half the season. It's common.
So the Burners are going to be kicking it away.
Some of these...
I can't believe that. That's so funny.
Some of these repaired
No, it's
jerseys.
just really funny. That's it was really funny. Yeah.
I got something for you. It's a surprise. I can't tell you yet. Good.
Give me an idea. Oh shit. Yes, I do this.
Again, we're not swearing. It's the coach and the players. We can't stop them from swearing.
Remember what Najee Harris said when his mate came in? When he saw Brandon Marshall in the conference room?
So it's going to be returned here by number 5, sorry.
He looks to be shaking and baking his way forwards. Looks to the 32-yard line. That's fairly decent field position for Oxford.
So it's currently 8-6 in Gloucestershire. For people who worry about that, mainly me.
It's crazy to think that Oxford had the lead in this game.
Yeah, they did.
And since then, Brunel just turned on the heat and left them in the dust.
So Oxford trying to prevent a running clock here. (12-8) now for Worcester. But
Now,
Oxford Hand off to number 30. Breaks through one. Ball is out.
Has that ball come out?
Ball is out.
Some of the Burners players are signifying that that's their ball. Jamal Walker walks away with
Let's
the football.
have a look. So the referees.
And the referees are communicating with each other.
I don't know. Oh.
We're waiting to see what the referee's saying. It's Brunel's football.
And it's Brunel football.
You're out.
So just as they score, they are back on the field.
So the thing I can say is that the mood around this club, the mood around this team is definitely more positive than I've seen it for a good few years. Something's in the water.
So,
Something's in this Uxbridge water this year.
B.
And
Strong
it's not
rhyme.
parasites as it usually is.
AB in at running back. Lots of point in there. Full start on Brunel. Also, not too many flags on Brunel, so that's quite impressive.
Too many silver helmet ready for false start. Now that clock is still running now.
So first and 15 here for the Burners. Trips on the right. Hand off to AB, but AB is swallowed up there. I think we may have an injured Lancer.
Is that Bell?
That is Bell, yes, number 3.
Look, these guys are playing both ways as well, which
I
is
tell you
another
what,
thing.
imagine that. QB both ways. He stopped a 2-pointer earlier in the game for Brunel, or for Oxford. So I'd argue that's probably 2nd and 17 now for Brunel.
Second and a lot. Second
So
and a lot.
Janicki throws it in. Oh, what a great catch!
What a catch by Retnam, and he's running down the sideline.
And he's going
with
He's
daylight
going.
and a touchdown.
I couldn't quite believe it. I thought it was out of bounds. I stopped recording it. Oh, I don't feel like it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No worries. I saw him. I don't know
That
if he
was
was in
immense.
bounds or
I
not,
don't know
but I
what
just
to tell
kept
you.
calling it. I just kept screaming.
I cannot believe it. I really thought that he went out of bounds there.
Much skill.
I am sorry.
It was unbelievable.
I am sorry.
They
I
thought they
cannot
knocked him out of
believe it.
bounds, and he tiptoes his way down the sideline.
So they're going for 2. I
We're at
tell you
54
what.
at the moment.
I tell you what. Oh, so flags on the play. I tell you what. The Burners defense, hard shifts today.
They've been playing overtime. They've been working hard. This defense has been playing lights out. It's been playing lights out since the 3rd play of the game.
Since the 3rd play of the game. That's funny. I wrote that.
Now,
So
Retnam has
they
scored the
are going
touchdown
for
to
it
make the
here.
kick to make it 7.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
And I made that 55 if I'm not mistaken.
It certainly is. 55-6 is the score. Honestly, Gloucestershire, I was joking about picking Worcester. Don't lose, please.
It's almost unheard of to see 3 games in, 2 50 burgers so far.
But no, the thing is, it's 50 burger in the Oxford Lancers. Like, what? I don't
Just like-
understand. I quite understand.
I was going to say it's like when the Warriors 50 burgered the Phoenix in the final, but it's not quite the same because this is literally just a divisional game as opposed to the final. And speaking of Warriors, there's a helmet over there that definitely resembles someone who plays for the Warriors.
I'm so happy I hit the boys with Superman.
My hand warmer has gone cold, and I'm getting cold. This is not my day.
I'm in cleats like a brave idiot.
Yeah, Esther didn't tell me to bring cleats.
Oh, you've never been here before. The best bet is either cleats or bags.
Yeah, when I come back here, and I will be coming back here. So, good kick. Okay, number 5 for the Lancers is returning it.
Every single one of these kicks. Every single one of these kicks has been an absolute pain to try and recover and return. They've been zipped across. They've been zipped across quite low to the ground. Anyone would think that Steven Gerrard has put his right lace through those. They've been very, very low. Not given time for the returner to get under the ball and try to recover it. When that ball is bouncing along the ground, skimming along the ground, you best believe that you don't want to leave that, because that will stop on the one. But being able to stop the ball and recover it is very difficult. It's not easy to pick up that ball as it's rolling. So those kicks are definitely doing Brunel a big favour in being able to get their coverage unit down the field and stop that return from getting any serious yards.
So the Lancers now just trying to get some more points on the board, because, I mean, I don't think the Lancers will be coming back. 84 in motion, hand off to 84. And just met in the middle there by a bunch of burners. What's the plural for burners, do you think?
Burners?
No, but you know, like you have like a flamboyance of flamingos.
A gang of burners.
I'm trying to think of a funny one that involves
Very
fire.
nice, Rich. Like a coalition of cheaters, or
Yeah, like
flock
a
of
murder of crows.
yeah.
So, 2nd and 9 here. Client is being chased down. And a big tackle for loss.
A big sack to add on to the sack he's already got and the touchdown he's got.
It's one of those things where, like, if we've got to pick an MVP of this game, it's going to be fairly difficult, because the Burners are, I mean, pretty good.
I think
all across the board.
I'd pick whoever's in charge of recruitment for the Brunel Burners, because they've definitely done a job this year. Something is in the water this year, and it's different to what we've seen previously.
So number 77 is coming on to rancorous fanfare.
Justice Okolo, the Warriors' offensive lineman.
QB's got him.
Takes the guy.
QB's running around the outside. Out of bounds. So it's going to be...
Lancer, who's still down, being helped up by the Burners head coach.
So it's going to be a gain. It's going to be a pretty decent gain there. It's going to be a gain of about 8. Oh, no, it's going to be a gain of 7. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 6. So 2-minute warning. I can't imagine this game's going to last much longer with this clock on the run.
I mean, we're looking at maybe a 7-score game at this rate. What's the maths? Yeah, we're looking at a 7-score game with 2 minutes on the running clock.
I can't quite believe this. I really, really cannot believe this game. I can't believe that the Burners have done this to the Lancers. 4th and 6. So Bell is in, number 3. And
he's going to get swallowed up.
He's going nowhere.
The Burners left, right and centre.
So turnover on downs.
I don't want to say that I can't believe that this is happening, because I can absolutely believe the performance that Brunel Burners are putting in. What I can't believe is how much the Oxford Lancers are getting battered left, right and centre with what I expected them to be. What we saw from them previously, what I saw from them last season,
Yeah.
and the recruitments and improvements that I've seen them make. It is
it's one of these things
completely
where
foreign to see this.
In my uni ball rankings, I think Brunel are going to be staying at number 1, but I think the Lancers at number 5. I don't think they'll be there. I don't think they'll be there come Wednesday or Tuesday.
The thing is, as well, we've got to remember that this isn't necessarily a knock on Oxford.
No.
This is just how good Brunel are playing and how dominant they are over Oxford.
So here we go.
Oxford are still a fantastic team.
Hand off to AB. He's running left. Still on his feet.
Works his way forward and squeezes. I still think Oxford would beat most teams in Division 1.
Yes.
You know.
So flags on the play.
We've got to see them against Hertfordshire.
I think this Oxford-Hertfordshire game, that's going to be a real interesting one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so cold now.
It is freezing. Can't really go inside.
It was nice and warm earlier. I'm freezing now. Not that anyone cares in the comments, but if anyone's got any other scores that they know, put them in the comments.
I'm gonna have a look and see if there's any scores that we missed.
I'm really hoping that Gloucestershire will win. I'm really hoping so. So the Burners are going to be going back a fair bit here. $15 yards for an unsportsmanlike.
Doesn't seem like it makes much of a difference, you know. The game, we're inside the 2-minute warning. We're literally just waiting to see if there's another score or not.
So throws it out.
Here comes another one from Retnam. He's got space.
Oh, there is.
He's on his way. Is he going to make it to the end zone again?
Flag on the play, flag in, touchdown, but there is a flag.
He's into the end zone again. Laundry on the field.
So there
seems to me that the referees are calling a holding, but there's definitely argument and challenges on this side.
So number 10 with a hold, and that touchdown is off the board.
Something tells me they might run the same play again.
I think, you know what, honestly, mate, do you mean this? I think they are.
I think they'll run the same play again.
I think they are.
Let me try and get a better look and see if I can see down the sideline.
So there's Kwame.
Looks like I've been to war and back.
So, hand off up the middle.
Okay, maybe I was wrong. But they could have easily done it again. There's so much space on these DBs are offering them so much space. The outside.
And that's it. The game is over with that. And I tell you what, final score here in Uxbridge. The Brunel Burners 55 and the Oxford Lancers 6. And I don't know, I cannot quite believe that.
I'm astonished. I have to say I'm astonished. You know, the Brunel Burners, strong as always. You know, we never expect anything less from them, but Oxford really, I don't know if they came to play today.
No, I think they did. I think if you say, don't say things like that.
Not that they didn't come to play. They obviously came to play, but were they just ill-prepared? It's their first game of the season. Maybe it's just getting the rust off from the first game of the season, and maybe we'll see the next 7 games.
Well, the thing is, you're contradicting yourself by saying earlier it was because of how good Brunel were, or is it because of? Do you think Oxford were this? No, I think that the Burners are just this good.
Just that good.
But we are saying here, Brett's trying to say Brunel playing well. Don't get me wrong, but Oxford has at least 20 players less there, and most of the team has been playing both sides.
That's definitely true as well. I'm not denying that. I noticed. It took me a while to notice that, but
it's one of those things where that is whilst that is true, the score that they put on Reading would suggest that they're at the they're at the same level as the Burners. You
It
know?
really makes you think because these Oxford guys, as we said before, they're not stupid. They're not bad. You know, you can't. Nobody gets into Oxford University by accident, right? So, in order for them to even make the team, it's a testament to how smart they are for a start off.
I just
Now,
think
to then-
I think this is going to be interesting going forward to see just where both of these teams land.
I genuinely think this will not change season predictions for Oxford.
It will.
Not too much, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, of course, they're
No,
not going to challenge
no,
for
no.
the
Don't get me
division.
wrong, it's going to change in their rankings, but I still think the Lancers are making the playoffs.
Of course, they'll still make the playoffs. I still think they'll finish either second or third in this division.
Yeah.
I still think they will win at least one playoff game. I can't tell you if it's two because I don't know who they're going to play in the next round.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can almost tell you, look, if they play against anyone from the southeast or the southwest, I still fancy Oxford against any of those teams. Maybe
Yeah.
Bournemouth will be a challenge. But realistically, these guys can hold their heads high. They came maybe, 20, 30 strong and fought tooth and nail. Yes, they got battered. Yes, they got the teeth knocked out. But they still fought to the very end, didn't give up. And the second half performance, if I'm absolutely honest, with the quarterback that they had, the options that they have, it just takes fortune to go in their way. Number of passes that they dropped. They're going to look at their classroom session. They're going to look at film review, and they're going to have a lot of things to work on. And the next game that comes around with these two teams play each other again, I'm expecting it to be a lot tighter when Oxford host the Brunel Burners.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you some more scores from around the league, and then we're going to go to our cars and turn the heating on. So,
This is
the
freezing cold.
Lancaster Bombers beat the Staffordshire Stallions 31-6. Currently, it is 14-6. Kingston over Imperial. Currently, 12-8. The Royals over the Gladiators. Let's see what else. Coventry beat Hull 16-14. Exeter beat Birmingham. And Bath beat Swansea 2-0. Can't quite believe that one. And that's all we've got, ladies and gentlemen. Who'd you give MVP to?
Do you know what? I'm going to be a little bit biased here. After the last few plays and what we've seen, I'm going to go with number 5,
So
Tyrese
my
Redmond.
number 5's mine as well.
I'm
yeah.
going to go with number 5. Not only has he been an absolute force on offense, those booming kicks. My microphone has come off.
Yeah, I think the field position for me has been absolutely great. To me, it was between number 5 and number 9. Number 5 for Brunel.
Let's bring him over if we want.
No,
It's too cold.
yeah, I want to go home.
I've got an award for number 9. It's not really an award. It's just he left his hat with me like a year or two ago, and I've just not seen him since. So I owe him his hat. So I'm going to give him his hat, and then I'm going to go shake number 5's hand and say, you're the MVP for today.
Well done.
I didn't bring an award, but here's a
It's in the
handshake.
hearts. So, ladies and gentlemen, the scoreline here in Uxbridge in week 5. Can't quite believe it. The Burners, 55. The Lancers, 6. So, from me, Tebs, and from
Me, Kwame.
it will be a goodbye. And I'll see you tomorrow for the rundown between 7 and 8. Next week, I will be with Oxford as they take on the Brighton Panthers. Goodbye.